Welcome to NarrativeNook audio tales where enchanted stories come to life. If you enjoy our stories, please subscribe, like and share to support our channel. Enjoy listening.
That's good. I was worried that someone from the Raven would get to her. Zane did not want Nicole to get involved in anything dangerous right now. I don't think so yet, but Nicole asked me to check out someone named Ike. Not sure what she means. Carl told Zane what Nicole had asked him to do. Ike? Since she has asked you to look into it, you help her with it as best as you can after we take control of the manufacturing plant, Zane said. Okay. A few hours into the flight, the cargo plane opened the rear cargo door, and Zane and the others jumped out of the plane. Ike drove Nicole and Harvey to his R&D center. As the door opened, a manned flying car was parked in the middle of the workshop. This is the manned flying car you developed? Harvey looked at the behemoth in surprise. Yes. There is no way to reduce the size now because of the many components needed. But as technology advances, the size will get smaller and smaller. I aim it to be about the same size as a car now, Ike said. Nicole walked over to check it out. The shape of the manned flying car had been a world apart from a car. From the appearance alone, it looked more like an alien spaceship in movies. Ike, can you tell us a bit about how it works? Nicole asked, looking at the manned flying car. This manned flying car uses 4 independent propellers for takeoff, landing, and forward motion. When the pilot starts it, it is like operating a car, driving the flying car through the control stick. It can't go any higher when it reaches a certain height. We set an upper limit on the altitude so that it can avoid collision with aircraft and cause an accident, Ike said. What if there is a malfunction in the air? Will the flying car crash? Harvey asked a very practical question. In the event of a malfunction, the flying car will activate the emergency system to maximize the safety of the driver, Ike said. That is to say, now it is only possible to safeguard the driver's life. Absolute safety is still not possible, right? Harvey asked matter-of-factly. Yes, because this flying car is just a prototype, and the technology is not mature enough now. This was the explanation given by Ike. It was impressive that they could make it, which was the only one in the world as of now. You guys have done a great job. I'm sure you all have suffered many setbacks in making this flying car, right? Nicole looked over at Ike. Yeah. Many of my colleagues were injured during the development and test flights, but they still persevered, which led to the flying car before you. Ike told the research and development process, his eyes full of pride. Thank you for your contribution to the progress of mankind. Nicole looked at him matter-of-factly. That's our mission, what we're after. Ike smiled and looked at Nicole. It's getting late. We have to get back. Thank you for showing us around your debut project. It is our pleasure. Nicole said goodbye, then left the R&D center with Harvey. Back at the hotel, no one mentioned Ike as the man behind the curtain. They returned to their respective rooms to rest. The next day, Nicole said goodbye to Mr. Harmon on the phone and then took a flight back home with Harvey. Last night, she received a message from Carl and knew that Carl had left. She had sent his flight information to Jared's phone. After getting off the plane, she saw Jared at the exit gate. Tired? Jared asked, taking her hand with concern, completely ignoring Harvey, who was on the side. Harvey saw Jared was doing it on purpose. He did not make a fool of himself but left in another car. Sitting in the car, Nicole leaned against Jared's chest. Now that nothing else is going on, we can go on a trip together. Do you have time? Yeah. You can look at the cities you want to visit first. Jared had not been busy lately, just the occasional meeting. Okay, then I will check out the guide first. If I see any interesting places, I will come back to you. Okay. After about half an hour, the car stopped in front of the Sea View Villa. Go on in. I have some business to take care of. I will meet you at my place tonight. Jared gave Nicole an evil look. Nicole got the hint and bit her lower lip bashfully. She was just about to get out of the car when Jared pulled her by the hand. Did you forget something? Nicole frowned. No. Jared pointed to his cheek, and Nicole was amused. She then gave him a peck on his cheek with embarrassment. I'm going in. Drive safe. I will. Remember our date tonight. Jared reminded her in case she forgot. Nicole watched Jared's car drive away before walking into the villa. Tia was helping Mrs. Wallace Sr. plant flowers in the garden. When she saw Nicole walk in, she ran over happily. Nicole, why didn't you tell me in advance when you came back so I could pick you up at the airport? Nicole looked at her and smiled. Jared picked me up. You don't have a driver's license. So, how are you going to pick me up? Looks like I will have to get a driver's license. Tia sighed. Grandma, are you planting flowers again? Nicole walked over to see her. You're back, Nicole. These flowers are beautiful. I'm thinking of planting more. Looking at them every day makes me happy. Okay. You may plant as much as you want, just don't get tired, Nicole said. I won't. I will rest for a while when I feel tired. Then go get busy. I just came back to see you. There are still some things for me to do at my friend's place, so I won't be staying here today, Nicole said. It is okay. You do your things and don't always have to come back to see me. I have Tia here to take care of me. Everything is fine, Mrs. Wallace Sr. said with an avuncular face. Okay. Tia has been a great help. Nicole glanced at Tia. Don't worry about it, Tia said. I'm leaving, Grandma. Okay. Take care. Mrs. Wallace Sr. stood up and looked at Nicole. She drove away from the Sea View Villa and listened to music in the car the entire way, feeling relaxed. Thinking of Sean as she drove toward Riddle Corporation. Is Sean in? Nicole asked the receptionist. Let me check it out for you. Mr. Riddle is in his office. The receptionist said after making a phone call. Thank you. Nicole took the elevator up to the floor where Sean's office was, came in front of it, and gave it a knock. Come in. Sean's voice rang out inside. Nicole pushed the door open and walked in. What are you busy with, Mr. Riddle? Nicole, you're back? Sean was so busy with the Aegis Corporation project that he had completely forgotten about Nicole's return. Alas, look. I was so busy that I forgot the time you came back. Did Jared pick you up from the airport? Sean asked. Since when do you like to gossip? Nicole scowled at Sean, surprised to see him take up a new hobby after only a few days. I'm not gossiping, I'm concerned about you. Sean was deadly earnest when talking nonsense. I'm not talking to you anymore. Okay, no more jokes about you. What did you get out of the seminar? Sean offered Nicole a cup of coffee. Nicole took the coffee and did not answer him right away. She wanted to make him eager for a while, for he had made fun of her just now. Seeing that Nicole was about to finish her coffee and still did not seem like talking, Sean knew she was on purpose. My bad. Please don't keep me in suspense anymore. Quickly tell me. Nicole then put down her coffee cup. Some exciting things were happening during the seminar. You'd have been surprised had you been there. Sean listened to Nicole with interest, his eyes lighting up. What's so exciting? Ever heard of manned flying cars? Nicole looked at him. Manned flying cars? Sean frowned as he recalled his memory. I think I heard of a similar concept product abroad a few years ago, just once, and then there was no news. Where did you hear about it? Sean asked curiously. That was the major topic of discussion in the seminar. Nicole looked at him calmly. You guys were discussing manned flying cars? Sean looked at Nicole in disbelief. That's right. There are more surprises though. Nicole continued. More. Sean could no longer sit still. He was curious about what kind of seminar Nicole had gone to this time and brought back such explosive news. Yeah. The meeting was not only to discuss manned flying cars, but it was also announced to be developed. Nicole dropped the bombshell, causing Sean to freeze. Is it really going to be developed? Sean looked at Nicole excitedly, his face overflowing with excitement. Why are you so thrilled? Nicole looked at him in disbelief, thinking that he was overreacting. Of course. It is something I have dreamed of doing. I never thought that what was once a concept car would now really get underway. Manned flying cars will be a qualitative leap for the automotive industry and a way of travel that many people aspire to. If it can really be developed successfully, it will revolutionize the current way of travel, Sean said. Are there really many people looking forward to it? Aren't planes more convenient now? Nicole only knew that manned flying cars would somewhat relieve the traffic pressure on the roads and had no in-depth knowledge of the rest. Airplanes are just easier over long distances, but there is no solution to the pressure of traffic for short-distance travel. And the dramatic increase in the number of conventional cars is a major problem causing traffic congestion. Only by solving this problem will society be able to move easily and quickly on its feet, and that's where manned flying cars come in, Sean explained, bullish on the manned flying car project. Can Riddle Corporation take part in this project? Sean asked what was on his mind. You want to be involved in the development of manned flying cars? Nicole raised an eyebrow at him. Whatever stage is fine as long as I can take part in the project. Sean looked at her matter-of-factly, his eyes full of a wonderful vision of manned flying cars. I didn't know you had such a deep passion for manned flying cars. It just so happened that Mr. Harmon asked me to take part in its R&D. If you really want to take part in this project, assemble an elite team. If there is something suitable for Riddle Corporation to do, I will hand it over to you. Nicole said flatly, as if she was talking about something ordinary. Sean was different. He looked at Nicole with astonishment, as he could never have dreamed that Nicole would be involved in the R&D. He could not calm his joy inside. Mr. Harmon asked you to take part in its R&D? Yeah. Nicole nodded without a trace of joy on her face. You are really a blessing to Riddle Corporation. It seems that Mr. Harmon appreciates you very much. Ordinary people can't take part in the research and development of such high-precision work since he has so many talented people under him. Sean looked at Nicole with envy. It is not as exaggerated as you say. I have no interest at all. Since you like it so much, I might as well talk to Mr. Harmon and let you join the project. Stop joking. You are the one whom Mr. Harmon values. Sean would not dare to overstep his boundaries. Me? I think you're the one who's joking. I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of things waiting for me, and I really don't have time to get involved. Nicole looked at Sean with a serious face. What about Mr. Harmon? I'm afraid he won't let you go so easily. Sean said what Nicole was really feeling inside. That is the thing. I'm in a predicament, not knowing how to reply to him. Nicole's beautiful face was filled with worries. It was the first time she was worried about something. It is really a delicate matter. If you don't reply with care, it will affect the friendship between you two. But don't fret. Just follow your heart. Don't let every day of your life be spent with melancholy. It isn't worth it. Sean patiently assured her, hoping his sister would be cheerful every day. You're right, follow my heart. You get busy. I'm leaving. Nicole said goodbye to him and got up to leave. Take care. I won't see you off. Sean waved his hand at her. After leaving Sean's office, Nicole drove to Martin's laboratory. On the plane earlier, she had received a message from Martin saying that he had some good news to share with her. Martin was in the lab doing the final tests. He wanted to share the best results with the people he trusted and liked the most today. Nicole knocked on the door, but Martin did not open it as quickly as before. It took him a few moments to answer the door. Nicole, you're here? Martin's face was beaming. He looked haggard, but his spirits were high. What are you doing? Taking so long for you to open the door for me. Nicole looked at Martin, who had a strange smile on his face. Come on in. I want to show you something good. Martin mysteriously pulled Nicole inside. She wanted to shake Martin's hand away, but seeing how excited he was, she did not want to kill the buzz, as he must have been in the lab for too long. Nicole let him pull at her sleeve and brought her in front of a row of instruments. Martin looked at the instrument and said, "See? This is my gift to you." Nicole was startled, wondering why he gave her a gift for no reason. Has it been long since you have had any rest? Nicole was concerned about his health. The beacon project would be ruined if he fell sick. Yes, but that's not the point. Take a look inside. Martin pulled Nicole into the instrument and pointed to the glass enclosure. Nicole followed his finger and looked inside. It was a circuit board. It just looked like a circuit board to her. It is a circuit board. Don't tell me that is what you have been working on all these days. She could not believe that a board that small had tortured Martin like this. Yes, I have been working on it all this time. What about the beacon? Have you given up on the beacon? Nicole asked in puzzlement. Martin smiled at her. This is the beacon. Nicole looked at him in confusion and then at the circuit board inside the instrument and pointed at it. This is the beacon? It doesn't look like one. This is the heart of the beacon. With this chip, the beacon can be activated and become the most meaningful beacon. As Nicole listened to Martin's explanation, she once again looked into the instrument. The chip that Martin made really looked like a circuit board. This is the first generation chip, right? Is the performance stable? Nicole asked. It is relatively stable. Just that the size is a little huge. Even Martin wanted to laugh when he looked at the chip. It really is not small. When will the finished product of the beacon be ready for trial? This was Nicole's chief concern because her loved ones who were in the midst of the war were still fighting a blood-soaked battle. They needed such equipment badly. Martin thought for a moment before he replied to Nicole. The finished product will be out next week, the quickest. Nicole nodded her head. I'm looking forward to the finished product. Be sure to let me try it when it is out. Don't worry. I promise you, you will be the first to try it out. Martin assured her with a smile. So, is there any more work to be done here? Nicole wanted to take him for a better meal. After all, he was just too emaciated now. No more work. I will come back and assemble it tomorrow. Clean up. We will go out to celebrate. Nicole looked at him. Okay, give me a moment. Martin grabbed the important flash drive before locking the lab door. Nicole drove Martin to the restaurant where they had previously celebrated. When did you get the new car? Martin sat in the chair and looked at Nicole. It's been a while. You had been in the lab all this while, so you didn't know. It seems like I haven't been out for a really long time, so much so that I didn't even know you had bought a new car, Martin said with amusement. None of these matters. Come on. Let's raise a glass to celebrate the birth of the beacon. Nicole picked up her glass and clinked it with Martin. Cheers. Martin picked up his and knocked back at once. You must have worked your butt off all this time. Nicole looked at Martin seriously. He was doing what he liked, but it was a different feeling for Nicole because she was the ultimate beneficiary. No big deal. All the hard work is worth it. Martin did not feel tired at all, as he enjoyed the entire process of developing the beacon. There were some frustrations and difficulties, but the result was satisfying. What have you been up to lately, Nicole? Both of them were too excited to talk about the beacon before Martin came to his senses. I went abroad for a seminar and just got back today. Nicole did not hide it from him. You went abroad? I really knew nothing about it. I was so hurried that I rushed abroad the day after my exams, Nicole explained casually. Really? That was quite a rush. By the way, what seminar type was it? Martin asked with curiosity. It is kind of an industrial seminar. Nicole still could not discuss it with outsiders because it was still confidential. After all, this was about Mr. Harmon's new project, and no outsiders may find out about it before the press conference. Oh, it was an industrial seminar. Must be boring, right? Martin could almost imagine a group of people sitting around discussing those metal machinery. It was okay, not overly boring. Nicole was not bored because what they were discussing was different from what Martin was imagining. By the way, it was Joyce who sold that first-generation product to Curly Corporation, right? Nicole looked at him. Yes, are you going to sue them for copyright infringement? Nicole asked. If he wanted to defend his rights, she could help. I don't want to pursue any further. Curly Corporation was unaware of it in the first place. Besides, you have helped me get the thing back, so pursuing the matter is unnecessary. Martin now seemed to be uninterested in fame and fortune. Not to mention the Joyce family had already received its due punishment. Good. Anyone can make mistakes. Forgive them when possible. Nicole agreed with Martin's thinking. Since the exams are over, you should be relaxed now, right? Martin steered the conversation to a lighter topic. Yes. I'm preparing a travel plan now, and if things go well, I should be ready to go soon. Envy you so much for being able to go traveling. You can too. Take a vacation for yourself after the beacon is done, and go outside and relax, Nicole said. She thought Martin was the one who should go out for a change of environment. It lacks fun traveling alone. Unlike you, two people can see the same scenery, listen to the same music, and can talk on the road. How good. There was a tinge of envy and a longing look on Martin's face. How he wished there was someone who could be like Nicole, accompanying him to see the world, talking and laughing along the way. Then you should find a companion quickly. There seem to be a lot of nice girls around you, don't you? Nicole teased him. What Nicole said was true. Martin was handsome and gentle, just that he could not help himself when it came to experimenting because that was his heart and soul, and he would not allow anything to get in the way. Other than that, he was definitely a great guy. Don't make fun of me. No girl would take a liking to an experimental nut like me. Martin laughed at himself. That was how he portrayed himself. He did not think he was that good. There will always be someone who clicks with you. Nicole did not want to delve into the topic of relationships with him too much. Yeah, but she may already have her heart set on someone else. Martin glanced at Nicole with an abstruse look in his eyes. Nicole did not meet his eyes but took a bite of her food. I heard you brought your grandmother from the countryside. When did that happen? It suddenly crossed Martin's mind. Just this month. She is getting older and older, and I don't feel comfortable with her being alone in the countryside. Life in the countryside was inconvenient. Nicole was worried that her grandmother could not get medical attention in time if she fell sick by getting her grandmother to live here. She could take care of her at any time. Yeah, older people should live in a more convenient place, and the city has excellent living, entertainment, and medical facilities. Did your grandmother have her medical checkup this year? Martin asked, looking at Nicole. Not yet. I wouldn't have remembered had you not mentioned it. I will have to take Grandma for a full body checkup soon, she said. Tell you what, I will help your grandma make an appointment. After all, our hospital is the best in the state. That won't be necessary. I will just take her straight there. It is not urgent at all. Nicole thanked Martin for his kind offer. Well, feel free to contact me if you need anything. Martin still wanted to be able to help. Okay. If I really need help, I will call you, Nicole said with poise. After dinner, Nicole drove Martin home. Thanks for the ride back. Would you like to come in for a cup of coffee? Martin looked over at Nicole. No thanks. I need to go back and get some rest. She had not had a good rest since she got off the plane. She had been running around outside, so she indeed felt tired at the moment. Okay, drive safe. Martin watched Nicole's car until it disappeared before walking into the house. Nicole headed straight toward Jared's villa. As she arrived, she parked the car and walked in. Jared had not returned yet. Relieved, she went to the dining room and poured herself a glass of water, then went to the living room, sat down, turned on the TV, and laid down to rest. Before she knew it, she was asleep. At some point during her sleep, the sound of a door closing jolted her out of her sleep. She opened her eyes, looked toward the door, and saw a familiar figure walking in. Seeing Nicole sleeping on the couch, Jared walked over to her and asked with concern, "Why didn't you sleep in your room? You didn't fall asleep waiting for me, did you?" "Yeah, why are you back so late? It's getting dark." Nicole glanced out the window. It was already dark outside. "I was supposed to be back at the end of the day, but I had to attend a video conference all of a sudden, so I was a little late. Sorry to keep you waiting." Jared looked at Nicole apologetically. Nicole then understood why Jared had come back so late. "Have you had your dinner?" Nicole asked. "Not yet." I will go make you something. What would you like? Nicole was about to get up. Jared stopped her and looked at her with gentle eyes. You get some rest. I can do it myself. Have you eaten? I've eaten. You go and eat something. Nicole said and went to sleep again. Jared saw her sleeping so well and knew that she must be tired from the business trip, so he gently helped her cover up and then went to the kitchen. After a quick meal, Jared came to the couch. He picked her up and walked upstairs. At first, he thought of having some intimate moment with her, but seeing that she was sleeping soundly, he did not disturb her. The next day, the sun was just right, and the breeze was warm. Nicole lazily stretched and reached her hand to the side. When she did not feel the person next to her, she opened her eyes and found that she was alone in the room. That's strange. Where did Jared go? I clearly remember him coming back yesterday. Nicole sat up groggily and looked out the window. It was another day in a great mood for her. Getting out of bed and walking out of the bedroom downstairs, she heard the sound of cooking in the kitchen. So, she followed the sound. Are you making me breakfast? Nicole's gentle voice came from behind him. Jared looked back. You're awake. Take a seat in the dining room. Breakfast will be ready in a minute. Before she went to the dining room, Nicole gently walked up and hugged him from behind. Thanks, I am so blessed. Jared turned around and dropped a kiss on her forehead. I'm blessed too, and to be able to take care of you. The two sat across from each other in the dining room. Nicole happily ate the breakfast Jared had made. Do you have something to do today? She asked. There's an outdoor event today. If you're free, you can come with me and check it out. Jared would like Nicole to go with him. Yeah, I can stay with you all day today. Nicole looked at Jared with a smile in her eyes. Oh, it's rare that our Miss Riddle is not busy. How nice. After eating, Max came to pick up Jared in a car. Mr. Johnston, the car is ready. Then let's go. Jared took Nicole's hand and got in the car. Max drove toward the suburb. The scenery along the way was beautiful, a place where Nicole had never been before. Are we going to the countryside? Nicole looked at the gradually unfamiliar landscape. Yeah, you can relax as much as you want today. Jared kind of took her out to relax. Really? That would be really great. It would be nice to have a horse to ride, she said the last part of the sentence in a murmur. Jared made a mental note of it. After half an hour, the car stopped in front of a building. Here we are. Let's get out of the car. Jared looked over at Nicole. Okay. Jared led Nicole inside the castle-style building. I'm going to meet someone first, and I will come to you later. You can just hang out here. Max, take care of Miss Riddle. Jared walked to the other side, and Nicole walked to the front. As she pushed open the door, a massive turf with nice soothing weather greeted her. She walked on the turf and felt fresh with every breath, like having a natural oxygen spa. Max, does Mr. Johnston always come here? Nicole asked as she looked at the distant scenery. Occasionally. Is there anything interesting to do here? There's a golf course here. Do you need me to get the clubs? Max asked. Why not? Let's go play golf for a while. Nicole could not find other things to do, so she decided to play golf. She got onto the golf cart, and Max drove her toward the golf course. Here's your gold club, Miss Riddle, Max said. Nicole took the club, went to a golf course tee, looked into the distance, and swung the club. The golf ball flew in a beautiful arc before landing on the grass. Due to the distance, Nicole had to travel by cart. She was having fun on the golf course while Jared was upstairs talking to someone. He looked out the window just in time to see Nicole's silhouette, and a smile appeared on his lips. Fiorella Fisher was talking when she noticed Jared's smile. She thought he was interested in her, and she was thrilled for a second. Mr. Johnston, it seems that you are interested in the said proposal. If it is convenient for you, we can drop by the site to take a look this afternoon. Fiorella looked at Jared with a smiling face. There's nothing wrong with this project. I will find another time for the site visit. I have other things to do today. Jared politely declined Fiorella's suggestion. Fiorella smiled and looked at Jared. It's okay. Mr. Johnston's business is important. Then we will make another appointment. It is not an urgent matter anyway. She, an experienced businesswoman, quickly diffused the awkwardness with just a few words and made Jared feel at ease. Do you have any plans for noon? Fiorella thought that since Jared had something in the afternoon, it should be okay for her to ask him to have lunch at noon. I have no plans for noon. Jared had his full attention on Nicole on the golf course, and he did not really pay any attention to what Fiorella said. Then let's have lunch together, Fiorella suggested. Only then did Jared look at her, thinking of declining her offer. But since Fiorella had already said it, it was rude for him to refuse now. Okay. Then you may take a rest here while I make the arrangements. Fiorella smiled and looked at Jared, then walked out. Jared could not sit still in the lounge and made a beeline to the golf course. The moment Nicole swung her club, a round of applause came from behind. Feeling odd, Nicole looked back behind her. You're done with your work? Yeah. Nice shot. Jared complimented her. Want to join me for a match? Nicole invited him. Why not? But I will have to tee it up here. Jared asked Nicole's opinion. No problem. Nicole really was not having much fun playing by herself. Now that she had Jared to keep her company, it did not matter where he teed off. Jared took a look at Nicole's ball position, picked up his club, and swung his arm. A white ball flew off into the distance, landing just short of Nicole's ball and slightly in front of it. Not half bad at all. Nicole watched Jared's neat actions and admired him. How about we have a reward and punishment? Nicole suggested. It seemed a little less fun without some kind of reward or punishment. Yeah, go ahead. Jared wanted to hear what great ideas she had. Nicole thought for a moment. The winner will make the loser do one thing, and the loser can't refuse. That's a great idea, I think. It looks like you have got to be ready for it. Jared looked at her wickedly. I'm not going to get verbal with you. See you on the course. Nicole took her gold club and walked toward her ball. Jared watched on with interest and followed her. The two competed joyfully on the golf course. Near noon, their game finally ended. Nicole put down her club and looked at Jared. When I figure out what to do, I will let you know. You can't refuse. Of course. Since we have agreed, I'm going to keep my promise. Jared looked at Nicole with a serious face. Mr. Johnston, lunch is ready. And this is? Fiorella looked at Nicole beside Jared. This is my Nicole Riddle, my fiancée. And this is Miss Fisher, Jared said, giving a brief introduction to the two. ABH, it's Mr. Johnston's fiancée. Nice to meet you. Fiorella greeted Nicole warmly. If you don't mind, Miss Riddle, why don't you join us for lunch? What do you think, Mr. Johnston? Fiorella finished with Nicole and looked at Jared again. Jared did not answer immediately but looked to Nicole for her opinion. Why not? Nicole did not feel any wrong. Fiorella was kind enough to invite her the first time they met. So, she thought it was rude to refuse. Besides, the invitation came from a woman. Then let's go in. Jared saw Nicole did not object and looked at Fiorella. This way, both of you. Fiorella made a gesture and then led the way. The three of them came into the vast room, with Jared sitting in the middle, and Nicole and Fiorella sitting on either side. Mr. Johnston, my toast to you. Fiorella raised her wine glass and waited to clink glasses with Jared. Without speaking, Jared picked up his glass and clinked it with her. You like this, don't you? Jared fetched Nicole a piece of the dish. I really envy Mr. Johnston and Miss Riddle. Fiorella smiled as she looked at them, feeling somewhat jealous inside. What is wrong with me? How come I feel this way? What does Miss Riddle do for a living? Fiorella casually chatted with Nicole. I'm a student. Nicole looked at her. I have nostalgic memories of my school days. I can still remember all the good and heartbreaking moments as a student. Fiorella lamented. I guess Miss Fisher had a colorful student life, right? Nicole looked at her and spoke casually. It was relatively relaxed when I was in school because I didn't have to worry about my homework. Fiorella boasted. Nicole nodded in acknowledgement. I can tell. Otherwise, you wouldn't be where you are today. She knew that those who could dine with Jared must also be someone prominent. Thank you. Fiorella gladly enjoyed Nicole's compliment. Jared barely said a word to Fiorella during lunch. When you're done eating, I will take you somewhere. Jared looked at Nicole, his eyes full of her. I'm done. Thank you for your hospitality, Miss Fisher. We have some business to attend to, so we will make a move first. After Jared politely said goodbye to Fiorella, he took Nicole's hand and left the room. Fiorella watched as Jared and Nicole disappeared into the doorway. After they were gone, she put away her smile, got up, and went to the window, below which was Jared bringing Nicole into a cart and driving off in a direction. Where are you taking me? Nicole asked curiously. You'll see when we get there. Jared kept her in suspense. It was a big place. They drove for another 10 minutes in the cart before stopping at a turf. This can't be a horse farm, can it? Nicole guessed as she looked at the long horse barn. How did you get so smart? You guessed it in a heartbeat. Jared had wanted to surprise Nicole because she had said on the way over that it would be nice to have horses. Nicole smiled and looked over at him, surprised by how mindful of what she said. Thank you. I'm so happy. Come on, let's go in and pick a horse. Jared never let go of her hand. Isn't there a horse breeder to take us to choose a horse? Nicole asked. Yes, there is, and he should be working inside. Hello, is anyone there? Jared asked in a loud voice. A horse breeder in the long horse barn looked up from what he was doing and fixated his gaze on the entrance. Jared, when did you get here? Why didn't you tell me earlier? The horse breeder did not have a trace of timidity when facing Jared but sounded like he was meeting an old friend, his tone natural. I was supposed to come here for business and leave, but my fiancé wanted to ride a horse, so I came on a whim. Jared did not have his usual persona at all. Here he had a more down-to-earth aura, a different kind of charm. How are you, Uncle Ronnie? Jared asked. Very well. This is your fiancé, isn't it? Ronnie Willis stood up, studied Nicole for a second, then nodded in satisfaction. Jared, you are a lucky man.
Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this story, please like and share so others can see it too. Also hit the subscription button and notification bell so you can be notified on our next release. Thank you for your support. God bless you.